Hi guys, welcome. Today we are doing a cooking video and what we're going to make is pancit. So for all of you guys that know me for a long time, I've been making this one. So this is my version. There's a lot of versions that you can look up on YouTube, but this is how I make it. And the recipe is very versatile, so if you wanted to put like additional vegetables or you have a preference, you can even make it vegetarian if you like, which I have done before because my daughter is vegetarian. So let me walk you through the ingredients. What I like to do when I'm making it is to prep my ingredients, which I put it in here for. Let me just show you guys. So here is my ingredients. I'd like to put it in like a little tray like this. I have a cookie sheet. I have my meat, which I have leftover turkey that my husband roasted. You need some garlic and then, onions and then garlic. So these two right here are kind of like very important. You're also going to need some spring rolls. Here are the vegetable that I'm putting because the traditional pancit, I can't eat carrots because I'm allergic. But that would be something that you can put in here. Or you can also put pork instead of like turkey. I have turkey. That's why I'm using it. Chicken and also beef. Whatever really you like. You can even substitute that for tofu, and it doesn't have to be cooked. Like traditionally I will have like a whole chicken and then I make my own stock or whatnot, but this is just how I make it. And then you're also gonna need noodles, this is the type of noodles that I really prefer. What we're doing is pancit bihon, because pancit means stir-fry noodles, but we have different kinds of pancit. So as you can see right there on the package. And then another thing that we're going to be needing is we're going to need some salt and pepper. This is my pepper right here. So ta-da! And then traditionally it is made with soy sauce, but I am allergic to soy sauce, so this is my soy sauce, which is it doesn't have soy. And then because we have a chicken that is already, or a meat protein that is already cooked, I'm just gonna use this. This is the kind that I need. And then vegetable oil, if you use vegetable oil. In my case, I use canola oil. So let's start cooking. Okay, so making this one, it's a stir-fry dish, so you have to be fast in like putting everything together because you don't want to overcook your vegetables. That's really what we do. So I'm just gonna grab, I have a wok that I like to use for this one so that it has an even heat when you are actually cooking it. Let me show you guys. So this is the wok that I have, which I just bought like in a regular Asian store. And then I also like using this wooden spoon because as you can see, it's like sharper in the edge, and then it just scoops up the noodles like when you're stir frying a little bit easier. So the first thing that we'll do is we will saute our aromatics, which I like to start with the onions and then the garlic because the garlic burns easily than the onion. So let me do that. So the temperature of your fire would be like medium to high. Well, I started off first with high and then I put it on medium, and then I just basically just like start my aromatics, which is my garlic, onion, sorry, onion, until it's translucent. Oh, and another thing that I like to put in here, which I forgot to tell you guys, is fish sauce. If you guys don't like that, you can omit it. You can just add a little bit more salt, but I like that flavor, that little bit of like an umami flavor. And traditionally I will put that. So let me show you what I like to use. Alright, you guys, so this is my preference. I'm Filipino, so obviously I like to use this, which is a Filipino like fish sauce. It's called Purfina. I can't read. Alright, so onions are looking good, so I'm gonna start dumping my garlic. I use 3 cloves of garlic. So the thing is, this particular dish is very fast. It's traditionally cooked in like special occasions in the Philippines. So if you happen to have like fiesta, especially for birthdays, today is Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to all mothers out there. Because the noodles right here, it's very important that you have that in birthdays because it symbolizes long life. Now what I'm doing is dumping my meat in, or my protein. In my case, it is the turkey. And I just slice it roughly chopped. The only person, this is our lunch, by the way, so that's why I figured I'm going to share it with you. I've been asked several times about this one. So, next thing that I'll do while I'm waiting for, it's already cooked with turkey, so it doesn't need that much of like time in my pan. Yes. I'm just going to scoop up my better than bouillon, which is like a paste consistency like this. So in the package, it has like directions of how many amount of water you can do. I don't need that much water in here because this is a stir-fried dish. But or actually I'm doing something a little bit different, so I would probably need like a little bit more, because traditionally we soak our noodles, but I watched a video of like this man that did not actually do that, because he had a good point that if you soak it in water, it doesn't have that much flavor. So the next thing I will put before I put my broth in is my celery. So when you're putting vegetables in, make sure that you put the vegetables that are a little bit more hearty, so that the ones that cook longer. So I think that would be my celery. And then a little bit of my spring onion. I'm sorry, this one blocking my face, but my face is really not important. I can't move the camera for what I'm cooking. The reason being I don't have a tripod. Again, I don't know why I don't buy a tripod. Probably because I don't know what I like yet. So, alright. So, what I put are my celery, my green beans that I cut a little bit smaller, like bite size basically. So, oops, did you see that? Jumping. They're alive. Alright. So, this is why I like to use this spoon, because it's easy for me to mix it so it doesn't stick to the bottom. And again, if you have been using a wok, it is very hot, and the way that the heat travels is like really fast. So I'm just using the sharp part to kind of like cut my meat, because I realized that some of the cut pieces, because I rough chopped it, are a little big. Oh, nice turkey. So now I think I'm ready to like put in my broth. You know what? I changed my mind. There's really not that really not that much of like thing in here where we can put this and we put that. You can put them, dump it all at the same time. I'm sorry, I'm lost for words. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my soy sauce. So you will probably need, depending on your taste, but for me, I'm probably going to put like 1/4 of a cup of that. As far as my fish sauce is concerned, this one I'm just going to put probably like 1 to 2 tablespoons, but I would like to put it like 1 tablespoon for now, because I don't want my noodles or my pancit to be too salty. And then I'll just mix that. I'm probably not gonna add salt because my chicken stock is like already salty. But what I'm gonna add is a generous portion of pepper, like probably, we'll start with 1 tablespoon and see how our noodles are. So like so, mix that in. This dish is like salty, peppery, a typical like stir-fry noodles. So I'm just waiting for that the vegetables to like cook halfway or maybe 1/4 way. So I'll be right. So this is where we're at right now, and then the next step that I would do is I will pour in my vegetable broth, which is right over here. The little paste did not dissolve quite yet, but that's okay. So I'm just gonna pour that straight right here. Boom. Next step that I would do is I'm gonna pour in my noodles. So the reason why I'm doing it like this, like I said, is because of the video that I watched. Normally, I would have my noodles already soaking in water, warm water, so when I dump it in here, it'll be soft. But I'm trying this out because I want to flavor my noodles. So let me go and grab that real quick. All right, so this is how it is. It looks like that it's not that much, but what we're trying to do right here is that I'm just going to try my best not to break the noodles, because I always tend to break my noodles because I over mix it, and that's why I'm trying this method. And I'm just going to submerge the actual noodles to the broth. So be right back. All right, you guys, so this is where we're at right now. So basically, I just try to put like the chicken and the vegetables on top of the noodles, rice noodles, to kind of like reconstitute it. And we're just going to leave it out here because the more that you mixed it, then it's going to sog up your noodles and it will break it up. And I mean, it doesn't really do anything for the taste, but it's just like, you know, the consistency is a little bit different. Traditionally, it's supposed to be a little bit longer because it represents long life. So I will be right back. All right, as you can see, you guys, the noodles are starting to soften out. It still has a lot of like broth, but we are just going to wait and be patient at this point to make sure that our noodles are going to be soft, and then try not to mix it. It is best if you can carry the pan and then toss it, but I'm not strong enough for that, so I tried to do that, but I've never been successful. But just leave it, let it be. You can also start tasting your the dish if it's like enough for like the saltiness. You don't want it to be salty. I am good with what I have because my broth, like I said, it has salt, and then the fish sauce is also salty, and then of course the seasoning or the pretend soy sauce for me is actually salty as well. So it's you can mix it a little bit, but try not to break the noodles. And at this point, you can also decrease your heat so that it doesn't stick to the bottom. But it has a lot of liquid, so it won't. So, all right, guys. So, our pancit, there's not that much of a liquid in there. As you can see, it's actually starting to like stick in the bottom, which is not good. So I turned off the heat already, and the last thing that I'm going to do is add those cabbage. So let me just show you guys. Well, all right, so this is done. Basically, the reason why we're adding the cabbage lastly is because we want our vegetables to be a bit crunchy. That's why this dish is like super fast kind of dish. And then I attempted to mix or toss my pan, and it spilled on the bottom. Well, not a lot, but some, which is I'm annoyed because then I have to clean that up. So basically, I was not successful to try to keep my noodles break. I broke my noodles. You can tell. All right, so like I said, this is basically done. You can cover it. You don't have to. The noodles will actually cook the cabbage. So the idea of this is, let me just show you guys. So this is it right here. So that is our Mother's Day lunch, and we're having it with the paleo blueberry coffee cake, I think, and homemade strawberry horchata. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you try Filipino pancit, and we will see you guys soon. Thanks. Bye.